Hey Soul Fam, it's Jen. I picked a deck from the basket. Of course I want to get a shaman card first. Hope everybody's having a beautiful day out there on this Tuesday. So I wanted to jump in, see what we have for collective energy with a shaman oracle card, as well as a message from the Tattoo Tarot. So first I was shuffling and 6 came out. The Blade. Okay, Blade could be significant. I'm also getting the movie here with Wesley Snipes. So you could have been around a lot of energetic vampires. You could be very empathic and felt as though your energy was being drained. 44 seconds on the clock. Could be life path 4 or 8. Life path 6. Born on the 6th or life path 6. I don't know if I said that. Okay, so I feel seeing all these moons, something didn't just happen overnight. This took a long time to come into a raw form. And with the blade and the multicolored, like you could be multifaceted, multicolor, like abalone shells could be significant here. You could be using an abalone shell when you sage or smudge. And a lot could have happened on this full moon. A lot of clarity, a lot of expansion. A direction has been chosen. Okay, so with this card, I'm going to read the invitation and the medicine. 141 could be significant. Coming back to a 6. So 6 energy. We're also in Gemini season. The lovers, a choice to make in love, and coming into union with self. All right, so the invitation is you are invited to draw your blade and use it. It is not auspicious to hesitate, to waste time in idle talk, or to hide from the inevitable. Heaven and earth are aligned to support you in claiming your power. So take decisive action, overcome your fear of hurting others, unsheath the blade, and use it wisely. With this, I'm also getting like an Ace of Swords vibe. You're speaking your truth, you're speaking with clarity, and you're speaking from, I'm just getting AF, like you are speaking from a place where it's your truth. You're speaking your truth. All right, and the medicine is it's time to put down the sword. Okay, so either you're picking it up or you're putting it down. Place it back in the scabbard. Do not offer your blade in service to toxic emotions. You will be faced with an even more disagreeable future with the people or situations you are attempting to banish. Put the blade to rest until your inner fire has mellowed. Then use the blade with impeccable intention to cut the energetic cords that are tying you to a drama at hand. Set yourself free. I'm getting also the 4 agreements with this. Be impeccable with your word. There's 4. And I'll put the rest in the description. So not taking things personal, doing your inner work, your inner healing so that it doesn't bleed onto others. Okay, now let's get into 3, there it is, 3 cards here for the week. All right, Holy Spirit, what is the energy? Ooh, yeah. The energy, I'm getting you can tame situations. The Strength card is coming out. Leo energy. So that is the 5th house. Inner child, shining bright. The sun. Being able to tame the beast. Ooh. Okay, the World. All right, let me just, because a bunch flew out. Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. The World. Okay, I'm gonna go with the World as the 2nd card. So Strength, 8 of Wands, the Magician, and we'll go with World for bottom. All right, so Strength. You're able to tame the beast. Okay, you could, getting like past hurt, not bleeding onto others. So it's like you're taming this. 8 of Wands. This is communication coming in. Okay, being prepared for communication, speaking your truth. The Magician, also like a Gemini energy. You have everything that you need at hand. Speaking your truth. A yin-yang balance and alchemy. Turning anything into gold. What you touch turns to gold. And the Chariot. All right, moving, grooving, Cancer energy. And it's like moving into 555. New directions, new territory, going over that equator line, not going necessarily to the cold poles, but going into the heat, this Leo energy here. Also, Jupiter is going to enter Leo pretty soon. I want to say it's like the end of June, but feeling a difference in that house that you have Leo in. You have Sun, Moon, rising in Leo. So the Chariot card with Mercury entering Cancer, being able to speak in a different type of way. It's like a riding at dawn, coming to an equal sense with the horses. See, it's like they want to go 2 different directions, but the only way to get that to happen is communication. So communication is super strong. Speaking truth and not coming into a way where it's clashing, but working together, letting the wheels turn as they may. 3 of Swords, you could have been healing from some kind of heartbreak. Knave of Cups. You could be getting a small offer, or there's a sense of love coming in. Someone adores you, I'm getting. Okay. Someone could, there's a craving. I'm getting that, I'll put the song as the, 5 of Coins. And I think you've just felt out in the cold. You or this other person feels out in the cold. But that's over. It's over because the heat, the fire, and the skull inside, dead and gone. There's a shedding, there's an ego death, there's some type of chapter that's ending out, cycling out, so that a new can begin. 5 is change as well. It's the only Pentacle card we have thus far. The rest are Major Arcana, Strength, Magician, Chariot. Anything is possible. The month of June, this is probably going to be the best 8/28 month in the year. Like, this is where things can absolutely happen. This is a calling to have that beautiful summer, have those memories, make those memories, do what you really feel called to have fun. Do not waste the month of June. 8 of Swords. Yeah, it's time to get out of mental entrapment, that anxiety, fear. If you've been stuck in an energy of like a Stockholm syndrome or staying home too much, or you're introvert, we're getting into more of a extrovert energy. So it's going to be kind of hard for introverts to 911 to get in that groove. But the more you can get out of your comfort zone, the better it'll be. Now we have Knight of Cups. Okay, so there's a love from going knave to knight. There's a love that's growing, okay? And it wants to fly high. There's a sparrow flying. Birds could be significant. Again, more communication coming through. And I am seeing, oh yeah, Empress on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so, yep, you don't need to do a thing, and like this Empress energy, you're calling it in. All right. Abundant in your energy, the power of 3. Another major arcana, and oh my gosh, the Emperor. Emperor and Empress. Yeah, someone might have been watching you, or you've known someone, and you guys have both been growing, and now you're in this Emperor and Empress energy. This could also be a union within you, and now it's giving out to that it's calling out. It's like 5D, 3D, like clicking together, calling this in, calling in your soulmate. Woo. Yeah, it's time. Oh man. Justice. Okay, so then we have Justice on the bottom of the deck, High Priestess. Whoa, this is so much major arcana. Yeah, and also with 8 of Wands, if there was some type of evil eye or some type of 1111. Oh my god, love is coming. All right, 8 of Wands, and this, like, you're divinely protected. You're divinely, that's what I'm getting. You're divinely protected, and your union is coming, and anything that was done against 1133 or not in a well manner is coming to justice. So we got 11 cards out, High Priestess. There's a knowing, and the more you've regulated your emotions, the more you've calmed your nervous system from 1155, from going through heartbreak, traumatic experiences, like you're finally feeling at ease. And I'm getting this, like, at ease, soldier. Like you're being able to finally breathe and get out of that fight or flight type mindset. So, anything else? I don't think there's much to clarify with this union. Queen of Cups. Yeah, you're able to receive 4 coins, Ace of Swords. Yeah, you can speak your truth. You're finally able, you don't have anybody else's opinions clouding you. You're in this emotionally stable, secure energy. Ace of Cups. There is so much love. And I'm hearing just accept the love. Oh, God. All right. Knave, Knight, and now King. This love, all with the cups. Knave of Cups, Knight of Cups, King of Cups. It has grown into the Emperor, into the Empress, the alchemy. All that happened was not for nothing. So that everything molded you into the person that your higher power has always seen you in. The growth and the love and the expansion. Hierophant. This is the marriage card. Also Taurus. Okay? So higher learning. Just keep doing you, and it's being called in. Ooh. Love that for the collective. All right. So I will be back with more. Death. It is the ending to situations that no longer serve. Thanks for the lesson. And then you get to move forward. All right. So much love. I'll see you back on the next one. Mwah.